Thank you for choosing a worthy experience. Today's video will teach how you can go about creating a worthy slideshow. Step 1, choose your purpose. Many families don't start with this. We assume the purpose is to embody the life of the deceased. However, when the photos are submitted, it is more pictures of other people than the deceased. There are 3 slideshows you could do. One slideshow encapsulates the life of the deceased and his or her immediate family. For example, if a father dies, it will showcase his role as a father, a husband, and so his wife may be in the video, his children may be in the video. Another version is the life of the deceased and family highlights. Some people do this for older individuals. Maybe a grandfather or a grandmother passes away, and so their life would be encapsulated by showing their children and sometimes their children's children. The third version is to simply honor the highlights of the deceased. That's when the majority of the photos focus on the deceased. Some families find it odd to have pictures of individuals on their slideshow when the deceased is not in the frame. That is something you have to consider. What is your purpose of creating this? That helps you determine what pictures to submit. Step 2, organize, organize, organize. You have got to be organized to take on a project of this magnitude. The easiest way is to categorize your photos into 3 slots: early years, middle years, later years. That's a chronologically based slideshow. That is the easiest. One that's a little bit more challenging is to follow a timeline of major life events of the deceased. To do this, you would actually need to storyboard the events that you want to show and then find photographic or video proof of those events. Some people choose to use this video for a family tree. They would like to show the history of their family in pictures. To do this, it needs to be organized by the impact and the role of each key family member. This is a bit more extensive and a bit more costly. Step 3, pick the right size. You have to plan with the end in mind. Typically, a slideshow only needs to be 3 to 5 minutes to showcase the impact of the deceased. That's approximately 50 to 55 pictures, 1 or 2 songs. Another video version is about 6 to 8 minutes. That's approximately 60 to 80 pictures and maybe 2 to 3 songs. Anything over that, a lot of times the audience does not want to see a program longer. Some families develop 2 slideshows, one to be shown at the memorial program, which is a truncated, shorter version, 3 to 5 minutes, and then they request another slideshow, which is substantially longer, that they can share with the family. That counts as 2 separate projects. Here are some tips. Avoid similar pictures. For example, at an anniversary party, the husband may be standing next to the wife in one picture, standing next to the cake in another picture, and then another picture standing against the wall. All 3 of those pictures don't have to be there to demonstrate the fact that he did celebrate an anniversary. Only use pictures of the deceased that tell a story. If the person is just sitting simply or doing something that was not a very big life event, maybe we don't use that picture. Not all family members have to be in the slideshow. It is okay to showcase some and not everyone. Get help with photo contribution. We recommend setting a date, sending out a link, and any pictures submitted by that date can be considered. That takes some of the pressure off of the person who's planning to constantly have to get photos. Unfortunately, you will request photos, give your family a deadline, and then 3 days before the service, people want to submit photos. That is a very hard task to go back and amend a slideshow. Another tip is that instrumental music actually keeps the mood lighter. This is a video that you're going to watch over and over again. So when you put really, really sad, mournful music, it brings you down every time you watch it. Another tip, create a slideshow that is befitting the occasion, but not overly sad. Even though the person has passed away, we are celebrating their impact. Another tip, the slideshow is a snippet of key life events. Not every event needs to be in the slideshow. Remember, this is just a highlight reel. Once again, thanks for choosing A Worthy Experience, where we help you take the grief out of planning. Visit us on the web at www.aworthyexperience.com.